Can y'all hear me? Testing. Can you hear me, Roro? Bro, baby. Okay, good. Yeah, I couldn't hear Sissy either. And I was checking to see if her mic was muted, but it's not. No, can't hear you. So, no. I'm going to drop the link in case Sissy want to come up that way. Maybe she needs to go out and come back in. That's so weird. And while she's doing that, working on sound, hey, Amber. Y'all, Amber's birthday is Friday. Hey, Rosalind, Stephanie, Ro Baby, Miss Judy. Hey, MJ. See, Robin Locks, Rosalind Crawford, Miss Phelps. Uh-oh, I hear something. I hear sound in the backstage. No. Can y'all hear Sissy? It it doesn't say her mic is muted, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll put the link in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Go down and come back up through the link in the chat. Hey, Lou Pop, my baby. We waiting on Sissy to get her sound together. Okay, I hear something, sis.
Okay, let's see what's going.
Woo, yeah, y'all, she got it. Can y'all hear her? It's breaking up though.
Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you. Let's see if the chat. MJ, can you hear Sissy? Yes. Okay, great, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Hey, girl. Uh-oh. Can't hear you anymore. Can y'all still hear her? Because I don't.
Y'all can hear me clearly? Yeah.
Okay.
Still can't hear me, guys?
I can. Hmm. They can hear you now. Or they heard you a second ago.
Give me a one if you can hear me now.
Hey, K Brown.
All right, y'all. I do apologize. I don't know what was going on. I don't know, but y'all know how it be. Y'all know how it be. Since you want to introduce the chat, while say hi to the people.
I
While I
did
catch my
while you.
breath. Oh, girl, you're
Yeah,
ahead of me. Well, can you
I
sing?
told him
Can
while
you
you was
sing
coming
happy
when you
birthday to
dropped
Amber?
down.
Did y'all sing happy birthday to Amber too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
love
told him
me.
her birthday is Friday.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She started celebrating today though. She started
Mm-hmm.
celebrating today. How about
And
that?
Rosalind.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah, I
mm.
was in her chat earlier. She was playing the cuts. I was in
She was
Walmart
getting
walking
in,
around
right?
dancing and shopping. Yeah.
She was getting it in. She was
Mm.
getting it in. I didn't even get to hear you greet the chat. I didn't hear you call no names.
Oh God, you couldn't even hear me
I could hear you, but I
when
didn't
you
hear
we
that. I
couldn't.
guess I was too invested and trying to figure it out. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
you was looking like you real invested, sissy, and as you should have been,
But hey,
because we got to take.
everybody. Hey, everybody. Sissy,
Hmm.
entertain for about 30 seconds, and I'm going to come right back on. I just got to do something really like super
Okay.
quick, guys. Please forgive me.
Okay. So what y'all been up to? Y'all ready for anything goes today? We're going to be talking about Jaguar. We're going to carry that conversation over from yesterday. And if you guys have heard anything new, any new information regarding the woman beater, give us some facts and drop some receipts in the chat. If anybody want to join us on the panel today, you are welcome to. Yesterday, I mean, if you got to do something, we understand. But yesterday, we had a little surprise, little cash giveaway. You don't never know; it might happen again today. So try to stick around and hang out with us. Y'all got your dinner fixed. Who cooked dinner already? That's what I want to know. What y'all cook for dinner? And while y'all, hey Leland, while y'all typing that in the chat, I went to the doctor today with my daughter, and we did her follow up. She's in her second trimester now, and I got to see my grandbaby moving around. My grandbaby was chilling. My grandbaby was showing out in that little womb. And yes, I cried, of course, because like the first ultrasound, the baby was so small, but I saw hands, I saw feet, I saw changing positions, I saw front face forward. Whew. I saw the baby just chilling, honey. Kick back, the baby put the feet up in the womb and was like this, And I'm like, you're just doing the most, grandma's little stinker. I'm so happy. Lupac says, I did something. Where my glasses go? Crap. There they go. Y'all know I can't see. Blind as a bat. I did something light today, which was loaded seafood and fajita beef. That ain't light. Chicken Alfredo. Ro had Chipotle. Lupac to me, I did something light. Ooh, I'd be taking a nap right now. Chicken Alfredo sound good. Mmm. There y'all go, making me hungry. I don't even know why I asked that question, because y'all know I'm going to be storming the refrigerator in a minute. Sissy's bag. Hey, Angie. Hey, Robin again.
Okay,
Thank
guys,
you.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I heard Lupac talking about something light, honey, with a whole load of seafood and fajita beef nacho. Like
Right.
making me hungry much. Uh, Jeez.
Mm.
I've been trying to think about what I'm gonna cook for y'all on Saturday. I don't know, but I sit around and taste my taste buds, be like, what I want, what I want, what I want. But I'll figure that out. I'll definitely know about tomorrow. So, guys, I heard Sissy bringing everybody up to speed. Where we're gonna jump back in on this whole Diddy
Jaguar.
Mary Jag type thing. I almost. Mm, I almost want to kind of jump in with Orlando because Orlando was hitting on a lot of key points too when he sat
Mm.
on the light blue couch. You know, I call it the blue couch because
Mm-hmm.
um, they said Jaguar's interview was so powerful that they made it a blue couch emoji just for that.
Mm. I didn't know that.
Dee said, "That's the Miss White we've been missing. Glad you're feeling better. I feel much better, Miss Judy. I do. I don't want to snap. I don't want to go off on nobody. Hey, I just say it is what it is, baby, and I just have to accept it for what it is. And the bad weather has gone away, and I get to get out in my garden. And when I do that, Miss Judy, all my troubles go bye bye, honey. I don't be worried about nothing. When I can get out there and nurture those
Mm-hmm.
babies and watch them grow for me and my family's human consumption, child, it just makes the day go so well for me. Yeah. So, yeah. And then I get to ground. I didn't ground today, but I did play into dirt. Tomorrow, I'm definitely grounding. I am definitely grounding tomorrow to become one with the earth. And if there's anybody that's close to Diddy and Mary J, I suggest they ground too, baby. Somebody need to teach them how to take their shoes off and put their feet up in the dirt and
Right.
ground
They need
themselves.
to dig some holes and stump down in the
Yeah.
ground.
Miss Judy said, I was so worried about my garden last night through them darn 60-mile-per-hour winds. Oh, girl, yeah. I had a
Dang.
lot, and I still got a lot of work to do because, oh, my poor squash, they were like buried in the stuff. Um,
Mm.
a lot of my things were uprooted, and that gave the squirrels the opportunity to come take every okra plant that I had. So tomorrow I'm gonna run around and try to find a nursery that I can get some already grown okra to put in the ground to replace my okra because I
That's
already have a
okay.
hard enough time fighting with squirrels. But yeah. So guys, yesterday we dove into the Diddy situation that everybody knows. You have to be living under a rock not to know.
Right.
But we chose to come from a different angle as far as the Mary J. Blige piece were concerned. Did anybody see the post from Faith Evans where she was in the pool and was just laughing hysterically? It's like a cryptic post. Miss Cheryl, he's not doing well. Red Cross has found somewhere for him to stay temporarily, but it's like a shelter and it's an hour and a half away. And baby girl is in school. That is just it's a problem for him right now. Um, just trying to commute an hour and a half back and forth each day, and you can't drop the baby off at school before a certain time. She's in before school or after school, but they can't even pick her up to a certain time. So he's struggling. Just continue to keep him in your prayers if you would.
Yes.
Um, please. Hi, Spicy Brown. But yeah, so we were talking about the Mary J. Blige aspect of this, and it's some more, because if you listen to like Danny Boy and Orlando Browns speak, it's a lot of people who know a lot of stuff. But my concern with Mary is just really trying to figure if she is hitting this from a silent standpoint as I done moved on. Because in her post, she said, let me show you what her post said. I don't know if I'm going to put her post up. Give me a second. Let me fan it. Let me fan it.
Ooh,
It's
Spice, what
really
about Ellen? Because they were insinuating. Oh, since he put our disclaimer thing up too.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
they were saying that Twitch, her DJ, that's why he unalived himself. It has something to do with Diddy and Ellen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we
Hmm.
did. I didn't know about the Diddy part. I know that it's been said that Ellen is a very mean person.
They saying that
I
it was
very,
revolved around Diddy too,
very
because
mean.
Ellen supposedly set him up. Because Diddy stayed on Ellen's show.
Yeah, yeah. That much is true. That much is true.
Hey,
I had to relog
Sherry.
into my.
I hear kind
Yeah,
of like some
they
wind
say.
blowing.
Said it again.
It's how a wind kind of whistles. It kind of sounds like the wind is blowing. I don't know what that noise is.
Sissy, you okay, girl?
Girl,
I don't know
I
what
don't
you.
know. Thanks to D Ham, he got me trying this stuff here. So I poured me a little shot of this earlier.
What
It's
is
called
it?
Fireball. I never had it before. Fireball is supposed to taste like
No,
those hard cinnamon candies that we
it's
grew
kind
up
of
on.
sweet. Yeah. You like
And
it?
only this is how much I took out of it. And I'm feeling like my eyes is like I'm not a heavy drinker. I'm not a heavy weed smoker. And when I do smoke weed, I get it from the weed store and with the street stuff. Hey Terry.
Your eyes
Hey,
slanted, girl.
yes, girl, they slanted. Don't laugh at me.
Ooh, I don't drink now. I used to, and I used to throw it back, but not
Mm-hmm.
now.
Did you used to
Once upon
like
a
get
time.
a little staggery with it?
Once upon a
Did you used to
time,
get
girl, I used to
staggery
do
with
the
it?
thing.
Mm.
Oh no, honey, I was always classy. I was a classy drunk, honey. No, no, I didn't do that.
I should have known.
Here's how
Expect
post
nothing less.
It says, unfortunately, a lot of you all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed. So, baby, this is the thing that the internet is not having. They don't want to hear nothing about you burnt no bridge because the damage has already been done, and now you want to burn the bridge.
Right.
Once you burn the bridge, can't nobody come back across. And
Mm.
they like, nah, we not rolling with that. You're not burning no bridges here. The people want to know. The people want to know because
Yep.
y'all know it was a time when they had quit dealing with each other completely. Like they were not dealing with each other for a
I
good little
remember
minute.
that.
And she
Mm-hmm.
spoke on some things during that time, but then went and just was like, "Well, this is my brother. I love him." Da 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 da. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but the people want to know, Mary. The people want to know. I want to know. Chosen want to
Oh,
know.
the chat want to know.
Yeah. The chat want to know. Who in the chat want to know?
Who wants to
I know
know?
Miss Judy want to know. I want to know.
MJ
And
says she loved Fireball.
I saw Miss Judy said it's better chilled.
She be getting
Yeah,
it
I need to.
in boy on the weekend.
Said she be getting it in.
Mm-hmm.
Ro
Yep.
Baby said she heard that today about Twitch.
Really? So I'm not.
I also saw Miss Cheryl said that somebody else was suing Puff. Do you know who it was? Who they said is suing Puff? Who added on to
Let me see if I
the
can find out.
lawsuit? I don't know who it was. I'm gonna pull this video up for us to jump into. While you looking that up. No, I'll wait for you to finish looking that up, and then I'll pull the video up. Robo said, "I want to know." Hey, Raw Truth, good, how you? I definitely want to
Mm.
know. I've been nosy all my life. Why would I change now? I want to know.
Okay, I found it, sissy.
Miss Sure said, "Not
Wow.
your eyes." Mm-hmm. Yes, your eyes. Who's the new lawsuit?
Okay, it says another lawsuit for Sean Diddy Combs' former model, Crystal McKinney, filed her federal complaint in New York City on Tuesday, alleging the rapper drugged her and forced her to perform oral sex while at his Midtown Manhattan studio in 2003. Damn, that was over 20 years ago. Golly. And then it says a model named Miami Herald. This is how you pronounce it, Miami Herald. This man, mm, boy, all them violations.
Yeah. I listened to Freddie P. You know who Freddie P is, right, guys, in the chat? Y'all know who Freddie P is, the guy from Making the Band? He was the one, he
Yeah.
had quit.
See
But
the
you know,
one
I
that walked
want
to get the cheesecake?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. He has a very, very interesting interview. And he talks about how Diddy threatened him. And there was no attorney that he reached out to would take the case. They would tell him, yep, you got a good case. You sure do. You could probably win. But nobody wanted to go up against Diddy. And he was just on some. It's different when you're dealing with a billionaire who says harmful things to you. Just the power that they have. He was saying, I'm really a street dude. Like, I'm hood, I'm gangster in real life. He said, my name is known. I think, what he said, Liberty City, Florida. Anyway, he said his name is known. He says he's not trying to act like he's the baddest dude out there, but his name is definitely known. He said, but Diddy told him, let me say it right, no Diddy, because that's the new hashtag, no Diddy. No Diddy told him, verbatimly speaking, I'll, KILLU, I will buy every house on your street, turn the
Oh, okay.
power off the block,
Mm.
and put a hole, I'm using paraphrasing for that part, put a hole in everybody who walk out the door. He said to hear that from out on the street or somebody like that, you like, yeah, whatever, come see me then. He said, but when somebody like Diddy say that to you, it's obtainable. Like that can happen in real life. Like he knows the man has the power to do that. So you take his threats literally in a whole different manner. Like you can't just let it go over your head. And he told him, like,
Mm-hmm.
who's to say that somebody won't be standing outside waiting on you when you walk out the studio? But he said he always knew once he got home, he wasn't coming back. He said he knew
Hmm.
that without a shadow of a doubt that he was not coming back. And that's sad. Have you all seen the Freddie P interview? And it's so many interviews that people really didn't pay attention to. But now, like these are old interviews. So this is not just people jumping up out the woodwork now
Right.
saying things. These are stuff that people been saying.
Mm-hmm.
They've been saying it. So we gonna have to see. We gonna have to see. So what was I gonna play a video for you guys? Let me see which one. Because I have a few. And what I find interesting in because I downloaded all the different videos just to show like some of them are saying the same thing, but it's just a consistency throughout of what everybody's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're very consistent.
Right.
I'm gonna pull this one
Mm-hmm.
for you. Just a moment. A shout out to Miss Kiki. This is her video that I'm about to show. All right. Hold on, y'all can't hear?
Hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and several.
Let me find out why.
Mary has been going over and beyond to distance herself from Diddy ever since the feds raided his houses in March. After the raid on Diddy's LA and Miami houses, Homeland Security released a statement saying, earlier today,
Y'all can't hear at all? Can you hear me, sissy?
Mary J. Blige has been on a mission to...
I can even hear the video when you're playing it now, but when you had it up, when we went to the side and you put it on the screen, we couldn't hear
You
it.
couldn't hear it? Hi, Michelle's. Welcome in. I think I may know why. I think I may know.
She's a problem solver, y'all. She gonna get it. Right, Luke Hawk. And hi to everyone that came in. And Raw Truth, thank you. I saw your comment.
Mary J. Blige has been on a mission to distance herself from
Put a one in the chat if you can hear it.
Starting from when he first got sued by Cassie in November last year for all sorts of horrific things. It continued after Diddy got raided by the feds and after the video that just leaked of Diddy brutally putting paws on Cassie. Mary J. Blige completely distanced herself from Diddy claiming that she had no idea what was going on. But fans are calling BS on this, accusing her of turning a blind eye to Diddy's actions and helping him cover it up. Mary J. Blige ditching Diddy isn't all that surprising, but the speed at which she distanced herself once fans started dragging her is crazy. Now that's a shocker. Like Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige has always claimed that she and Diddy are tight for life, her ride or die, and all that stuff. If you think Diddy and Jay-Z are close, he and Mary J. Blige are on another level. They go way back to the early 90s. Diddy even produced some of her first albums, including her debut, What's the 411? So yeah, they've known each other for at least 33 years. Diddy has always given her flowers for being one of the greatest performers and vocalists of all time. In an interview, he said, Mary J. Blige is one of the greatest storytellers in R&B history. She created a lane for women around the world to speak their truth to power, so nobody deserves this success more than her. More than being my sister and my best friend, she will forever be a pioneer and the queen of hip-hop soul, who remains an unstoppable force that can accomplish anything she sets her mind to. But things took a nosedive from the late 1990s to the early 2000s. They had a major falling out and barely spoke for a few years. Their beef was pretty intense. Eventually, Mary J. Blige admitted that the whole thing was her fault. She said that she was a mess back then and just couldn't keep her act together. She said, the reason we split up is me not understanding the business the way I needed to understand it at the time. She explained. He had a label, he had a female artist, he had Biggie, but during the time, I was really dogging myself. I was a mess on. Any smart man or businessman would have moved away from me. It felt like he was becoming distant, but looking back, I now understand why. I wasn't delivering properly. I wasn't taking care of my health, so how can he roll his dice on me? Diddy eventually forgave her, and they got back to being besties. But now, Mary is trying to convince everyone that she and Diddy aren't as close as we think, claiming that she burned that bridge a long time ago. The timing of this is pretty interesting. It seems like she's trying to distance herself from Diddy now that things have gone south for him. With him being sued by 5 different people for SA, and with the video that just leaked of Diddy hurting Cassie, Mary is not sticking around.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day.
Mary has been going over and beyond to distance herself from Diddy ever since the feds raided his houses in March. After the raid on Diddy's LA and Miami houses, Homeland Security released a statement saying, earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. However, Diddy's lawyers slammed the feds and claimed that it was a witch hunt. They released a statement that said, this unprecedented ambush paired with an advanced coordinated media presence leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. But the feds weren't messing around with Diddy. Soon, they started picking up and detaining people close to him. His sons, Justin and Christian, were cuffed and detained during the raid. 2 of his assistants were arrested, and his alleged supplier, Brendan Paul, was nabbed at Miami International Airport for possession. The RICO charges were looming, and everyone saw it coming, including Mary J. Blige. She didn't waste time, posting a cryptic message on Instagram saying, unfortunately, a lot of you all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed. While some people were shocked, many weren't all that surprised. After all, nobody wants to catch a RICO case. Plus,
so we have them now starting to speak on a RICO case. And based off the things that I hear with so many different people being involved, it would definitely be a RICO case. Like, because there's numerous people who had hands-on involvement and were privy to a lot of information. And I'm just, again, still trying to figure if she's really trying to burn bridges to separate herself. As I've moved on and I'm bigger and better now, I don't do the things I used to do, or is she trying to get herself out of being in the RICO case? What do y'all think? I got to go back to some of these comments too.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Yep, yep, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna read some comments and then we're gonna talk a little bit more about the first half of this Kiki's tea that we heard because I saw where some interesting comments that came up. Roro asks, but can we really believe every single story? Just saying. And unfortunately, Roro, once you get your hand caught in the cookie jar, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Um, it's like for instance, let's say if somebody go break into my car and they steal something out. Well, all I got to be able to do is prove that they broke into my car. My list of contents going to be whatever I say it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they can't. What are they going to say? No, I didn't. I only stole this. You know, and I could say, no, you stole this, 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 and that. And they probably didn't. But because I can prove that you broke into my vehicle, you're going to be liable for anything I choose to lie about.
Mhm.
You know, and it's sad, but it's the truth.
Yep.
Lupot says the crazy thing about all of this is people can come out the woods, whether it be true or not. Once that domino effect has started, Diddy is in for a ride, baby, because Cassie unlocked the door. And yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Like Cassie unlocked the door, and it's everybody's for the taking. It's everybody's for the taking. Sad but true. And it does take away from the people who have really been hurt. But then again, you know, maybe it's just perception. Some people may feel like he really did something very bad or vain to them, but some people may not. But some people just kind of like just how you perceive things. So Lupa also answered Roe and said, baby, unfortunately, whether true or not, people are going to believe everything because of what's already been put out. Yep. And, and that's kind of where you go because you've been untouchable for so long. And when they get the chance to touch you, baby, they're going to make it stick. When I say make it stick, mean like they're going to hit you in the head. They're going to make sure. They're going to make sure. Well, baby says, I already know that, Lupa. When women cry grape, whether it happened or not, your image is forever tarnished. That's true. Just like the situation we just came out of, how we all met. And he's been vindicated, but it'll always be attached to his name. And you're always going to have some naysayers. You're going to always have those naysayers. We know that he's been vindicated, but there's some people who didn't bother to come on YouTube to find out the truth. They took with what they heard, and that's what they wrote with. Um, Robin says, Lupac, I agree with you. Ro Baby says, I already know that, Lupac. I just read that. My apologies. Um, some folks are speaking. They couldn't hear me. Oh, yeah, we definitely got to get caught up. Lupac says, one thing I do know is they'll win in the court of public opinion, but they got to come with them receipts in court, and Diddy's lawyers are top tier. Hence why he ain't seen a jail cell yet. Angie said, Ro Baby says, Angie, Amber hasn't typed in the chat in a while. Maybe she left. Oh, okay. But Robin says, I don't think he's going to jail, Lupa. You never know.
Don't
You
say
never
that,
know.
Robin.
Hey, do y'all remember the R. Kelly trial about 25 years ago? Do y'all remember that? Now, all dogs have their day, and his time has rolled around again. But 25 years ago, I still didn't understand why he didn't get prosecuted. Well, found guilty, rather. And
I
did
gotta
not go to
look that
jail.
up. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people have. They forgot that this is R. Kelly's second time around.
Hmm.
She says, no, we ain't heard nothing. Oh, I think they were talking about the video. She says, granted, I feel like Diddy deserves everything he's getting and he needs to be under the jail. But I don't like when fake victims make it bad for the real victims.
That part. I think they need to go to jail too.
What you say? I think they should get the exact sentence of what they were expecting that man to get or that woman. Hi, Miss Bridget. Got some folks speaking. Let me get caught up, guys. She says, Robert Lots, they got to come with something that they can prove with receipts that hasn't passed the statutes of limitations. Right. When you heard me speaking earlier
Yeah.
of Freddie P for making a band, he said he couldn't get an attorney to touch it with a 10-foot pole. And he says now that there's enough evidence out there that could shed some light on the millions and millions of dollars that this man allegedly owes them, who would touch it with the statute of limitation?
Yeah.
You know, who would touch it? They were cheated out of the opportunity to get what they're just due. Ms. Cheryl says she's definitely trying to distance herself from all that. But I think, you know, you were part of it, Suge. What you running for now? Because like I said yesterday, a lot of things he could not have gotten away with if he not had enablers. A lot of people who covered up here to make things possible. Baby,
Yep.
he paid $50,000 for that video to not be released. You know, CNN had to double it, if not triple it, to get that footage. So when you think you're the biggest dog out there, it's always another one. Always another one. Robin says, yeah, you are right. We will see if they come up with something, Lupot, because he needs to be under the jail cell. Rose says, Lupot, when an old girl came out claiming he raped her in 2003, instant side-eye child. Lupot says, Ro, baby, she got to come with the proof, though. Absolutely, because you can talk till your head fall off. And I don't care if 50 more ladies line themselves up under that. They're not just going to take their word. They're going to have some solid, hardcore evidence for them to even look into it, to even begin. And Rose says she can't prove fellatio. No, she can't. But, baby, they were a lot of recording and videoing and ooh going on. Robin says, that would be my story, and I will stick to it, Miss White. Right. Miss Judy says, you said something, sissy?
Who said that?
Miss Robin.
Yeah, who said that? Who made that comment?
Robin Locke.
Right.
Miss Judy said, Miss White, there are criminals who will agree and disagree with claims of what they stole. I just watch a few court videos where they did. Yeah, they will. Someone be like, nah, I did steal this, but no, come on now, I ain't do that.
Did you see the one where the guy put himself in jail because the girl was like telling a judge what I was missing? And she said, in my ear pods. And he said he didn't steal her backpack. She said he did. And she named all the stuff. And he said, with no ear pods in that bag. And the judge just looked at him and hit the gavel and said, okay, thank you. You're free to go. You owe her X amount of dollars. You know, it was so funny. Yeah, they tell them themselves. That was hilarious.
You just told you stole the bag. So you're going to pay for them AirPods, whether they were in there or not. Lupot says, if the justice system starts charging based off the word of mouth, then we might as well go back to slavery days when a white woman could say a little black boy whistle at her and get life in jail. Yeah, because that's how it would happen. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. She says, and I'm speaking in general, y'all, not in defense of Diddy, I promise. Yeah. And I get what you're saying, Lupot, because unfortunately, when people see a window of opportunity, they be ready to jump through it. They be ready. Well, you remember when he looked at me wrong? I'm going to try to get me a case too. He ain't did nothing to her, you know, that deserves charges. But if they see a way, they're going to try. They're going to try.
Yeah, I still don't believe Jonathan Mayers is guilty. I do not.
Oh, I definitely, yeah. I don't think, not to the extent of
That's
what they were
sad.
saying. Angie says, a
Mm-hmm.
fact is, we all seen him beating her in that video. So that's one out of the probably millions of facts that she's been going on. That I guess she's saying shit been going on. And Rose says, Angie, that's
Mm-hmm.
true, but they still have to prove it. Like they have to prove each incident because that's just one count. Because I was listening to somebody talk, guys, and what they said was that lawsuit that he paid her, he didn't pay her for what he did to her. That's not why he paid her. He paid her for what he needed her to be quiet about. It wasn't what she
Mm.
exposed. It's he paid her for what she didn't expose. That he needs to
Mm.
stay quiet. So that's definitely
Mm.
something to think about. Because if she put it pen to paper about what he did to her, what else does
Mm.
she know?
Mm.
So when he paid her, hey, you done put that out there, it is what it is. But don't say this. Please don't tell him about that. We definitely can't talk about the other thing. That's why he paid her so much money and so fast.
Kim Porter.
Because
Mm.
she was his main girl, and I don't care who you are, we pillow talk. We pillow talk, baby. Yes, we do.
Yep.
Peaches DeLeon said fake apologies. Diddy written the attorney JM. And just says, "Well, baby, I'm pretty sure soon they will." Lupac says that's because he was protected at that point and was an asset, Miss White. No way R. Kelly should have beat that charge. Absolutely not. I still don't understand to this day. But karma is real, and she has her
I
way of
remember.
doing her thing. hmm You watched the
Mm-hmm.
Freddie P interview yesterday. Was that not a good interview? That is a very good interview. He was talking about how the devil has paraded um, Diddy around for so long, and Diddy he was invincible, like whatever. And that's several people I hear say that whatever this man want, however he want it, when he want it, it happens. But what Freddie P was saying that the devil had paraded him around for so long, and then he just dropped him
Right.
inches, just boop, and
Yeah,
everything he thought he was doing, he thought it was big and bad enough to do, he did it.
he did it.
Now he wants mercy, and baby, you didn't give nobody
Yep.
mercy. They said that
So
was a
I'm like,
merciless.
a
I heard a
merciless
story
beating.
of him smacking his mom, like you smack your mom. And I taught my girls a long time ago, if a man don't know how to treat his mama, he sure ain't gonna treat you right, baby.
Right.
Mm-mm. He ain't gonna
That's
treat you right.
definitely a
Even
red flag.
mm-mm. That Freddie P interview was very good, very very good interview, and he's just raw and real. Like he talk hood, talk gangster, but with a clear mind, like a reality, realistic perspective. Like it is what it is. He says, if you've never been around a billionaire like that, it's easy. And even some things that we said yesterday, it made me think about that because we easily say what we will and won't do. But when you get around somebody with that kind of power, pull, and influence, it's a
Yeah.
whole different ball game. It's something I wouldn't want to be a part of myself. Angie says him beating her in that video is proof. He also came in national TV and apologized. Yep, and didn't call her name not once. I think he didn't call her name because that video was to everybody because it was so many. Miss Judy says, "Yep, that was one of the videos is seeing." Angie says, "In due time, he will be proven guilty. It may take time, but I believe he will get locked up soon, just like R. Kelly.
I
Took
do
a while
too.
for that." hmm They say
Most definitely.
he's pillow talked about the shooting in the nightclub when that young lady, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I did it," but he's not gonna go tell the people he did it. Like Freddie P
Right.
said, that man not built for prison. no matter how much money he has, nobody wants their freedom taken away. So you still walk lightly, you tiptoe lightly around
Right.
certain things. Lachelle says, I read somebody comment about the statute of limitations on Diddy versus Cassie. They can't do anything from 7 years ago, but Bill Cosby stuff was 50 years ago, and they charged him.
Right.
And that's the point. It's the states. Each
Yeah.
state is it's the states, depending on where the crime
Mm-hmm.
happened and what it was. Yeah. Lupac says that's
Yeah.
true, Miss White, and that's why Cassie can't and hasn't been responding to anything coming out. I think you may be responding to what I said about him paying her for not what he did to her, but what she hasn't told to continue this, not
Mm-hmm.
the big T out. Angie says, "Oh well, she put her own foot in her mouth." Who did, Miss Angie? Bridget says, "I wondered also if that payment and agreement was to protect him from jail too, because obviously whatever it is that she know that hasn't been said is enough to put him in jail, under the jail, between the cells, or however you want to put it."
Right.
Christy says, "Hello, ladies on the panel and chat. Hi, Miss Christy. How are you?"
Hi.
Christy says, "It's different in each state. I have caught up with the comments, but yeah, he." They said that there's so much stuff that this man has done that you could never really charge him for it all, because a lot of people are not going to come forward. A lot of people don't want the public humiliation behind it, and some
Mm-hmm.
do. But I just hope that the ones that are coming forward, again, like this young lady, who's the model, she filed a lawsuit, and it's just sad for me to see so many lawsuits coming out and not enough prosecutions.
Nobody.
Enough
Right.
charges being out. That's what saddens me. Like, you want to be
You know what I
compensated.
think that is? I think that is because now the women, like like he had the power initially before everything came out, but
Hmm.
now once Cassie dropped that bombshell, and then plus this new video, I think those women were terrified. Like I said, he had Cassie's identification. He had the doctor. If there was a report to be given, the doctor called him instead of her. Um, he had allegedly the car was blown up of one of her lovers, Cassie's lovers. Just
Yep.
so many incidents. And then, as far as the apartments he paid, for everything, like she was totally dependent on him, and she was strung out on drugs. I think once
Tipsy.
that came out, hmm,
I was saying
I was going to
tipsy.
say, I think once that came out, I think all the women kind of rallied around and was like, well, is he going to unalive me, unalive her, unalive her? Like these women are thinking he can't get all of us, like they feel safe now because it's more than one person that's coming out. I think that's the logic or the way that they're thinking about it.
Yeah. That that
You get what I'm
that that.
saying?
Yeah, I do. I do. Um, I'm torn about the compensation. That's all, and I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. That's not what I'm saying. I just,
I
yeah,
know.
we'll see.
I
Yeah,
understand that too, because I mean, I'm just looking at it from every angle.
I just know, um, I can't
Like
be
I hope it.
compensated for the pain that I've endured. Like, nobody can take those memories away. No amount of money will take
Right?
those memories away. It just doesn't, because
Mm-hmm.
it's one thing to have a fight with your boyfriend or husband, but it's another thing to be beaten, you know, and then it's another thing to be kicked, to be humiliated, disgraced. Um,
Mm-hmm.
your decent, your
Walk
humanity
like a
just,
dog.
yeah, it's just horrible, and mm, yeah, it's just a different, it's just a different, and I suffered violent DV. Like, I guess all DB is violent, but I suffer extreme measures of DB. I'll put it that way. And I just don't see myself ever being financially compensated for what he did to me, how he did it to me.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I
I
think
don't.
it was
Yeah.
a move to say, well, let me get this money, but that's not really. I don't think that was her end game. I don't think that was her goal. I think that just was her way of getting the ball rolling. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
a move to make other women come forward in hopes that something recently has happened that's going to stick. I think it was. I don't know. I just have this feeling it was all like it was a chess move from Cassie to say, well, let me do it like this because I know my statute of limitations is over with. Or maybe it's so much more that Jaguar is saying that is going to come out. Like one of her interviews, I think it was a couple of days ago, she's like, we ain't seen nothing yet. Can you imagine how much worse it's going to get with what we
She said,
already know that he's guilty of?
she said that was lightweight. What we saw wasn't nothing compared to what has been done.
That's awful.
Mm, yeah, I just can speak for me. I don't see financial gain taking those memories away um, and healing nothing for me. You know.
I agree. I would have to that. Yeah, he had to suffer, baby, and that
Yeah.
still ain't gonna take it away, But he'd have
It
to
doesn't
suffer
because
physically.
I definitely when I started fighting back, I left a nice scar on the side of his scrotum because look,
Mm,
my ex is 6 feet 11 inches tall. So when I went to
mm,
swing that blade, baby, that's about all I could fit, or about how as my reach would
mm.
get was to his nuts.
Whew.
But honey, every time he pulled his pants down to this very day, he has memories too.
He'll remember.
He'll remember,
Mm-hmm.
and his wife and whoever else, concubine or whatever else he has, will remember me also. They will remember me.
Yeah.
But I had to get
Hmm.
myself to a place to even want to fight back, child. Because
Yep.
um,
Once you
when
get to that place, woo, baby.
'cause there was times I would
Mm,
fight back, but if I fought back, it would be, oh, you think you bad, huh? And he would take it up a notch. So of course that'll make you suppress
mm-hmm.
back down. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a lot. So yeah. I'm gonna read some comments.
Mm.
I saw a comment that I didn't read about his son. Where'd that go? Do you see it?
Was it from Lupac?
I don't know who it was. Can you see if you see it? I don't see it.
I know Lupac mentioned the twins.
This is before that. Maybe not. Cassie put her own foot in her mouth. Diddy paying her to hush or what or whatnot. Yeah. Just imagine what we haven't heard, said Christy. Miss Judy said, Justin, this is what I said. Justin needs to come out and tell his full story. His mental health is gone from holding it in so long. Angie says, exactly, Miss Judy. Rose says, Judy, he wrote a song and everything. Judy, not just Judy, not full story. Miss Judy says, Ro, baby, I feel he has more he hasn't told. Miss Judy also says, I'm sneaking and typing while at work. And Ro, baby agrees with Judy. She says, yes. Robin Lott says it's like a permanent scar. Absolutely. And Miss Lachelle says, and also that money is a constant reminder of what you dealt with. Yeah. Miss Judith says it's even worse now because the world has seen what she went through, and it'll forever be there as a memory since it's on the internet. Forever. Mm. The Cone Twins prom picture was posted online, and you'd be surprised how grown MFers were going in on them, little girls, as if they're responsible for what their father's actions. I was disgusted, y'all. And that's another thing.
I
Like,
saw
dude,
it.
you got daughters. You have daughters. And you know, guys, sometimes, let's say he was to get off, if he didn't never have to, face these crimes that he's done. You have children that may have to deal with the repercussions of your actions, or maybe your grandchildren, because we don't get away with stuff. We
At
don't get away
all.
with stuff. We might think we do, but we don't. Not at all. We don't get away. Mm-mm. World Baby says, Judy, she's happily married now. Hopefully she in some type of therapy because that's too much to carry. Miss Lachelle says, Lupac, that's sad. Miss Robin responds to Lupac and says, wow. Miss Judy says, Jaguar has some deep-rooted PTSD. The more she talks about it, the more triggers she's getting. You can hear it in her voice. That's why we were able to say she is cuckoo. Christy Smith says, yes, that was horrible. Angie says, Lupac, I seen that on his twins' daughters look beautiful. People are hateful. Listen, in retrospect to Jaguar being cuckoo, she got her little thing. Now I ain't gonna act like she don't. But with that, we have to. That's what we call learning how to chew up the meat and spit out the bone. You know, that's why when you're doing an interview, you watch the facial expressions and the tones and things like that. But I don't want to take away from her experience, and I definitely don't want to say she lying, but she is a little out there now.
Yeah.
She is
And
definitely
she,
out
I don't
there.
know if you guys were aware, but she's a survivor of being raped. Yeah, I told you that. I told you that yesterday. Yeah. She's a survivor of
Yeah.
being raped. Hey, girl, mom.
Miss Judy says, "Real baby therapy or not, having to constantly see a piece of what she went through daily, CNA, and will revert you back to that hurt." Good evening, y'all. Hi, Miss Scorpio. Welcome in. Real baby says, "But Judy, who's to say she's watching it?" Now that's something to think about, Real baby. You might be spot on
Mm-hmm.
with that one. She said, "Who's to say she's watching it?" I mean, she has the option to disconnect from the internet and news outlets. I would, just to keep my mental in check. Now you got me saying,
See, Chrissy's coming.
I didn't. Um, Denise, you said who? Oh, Christy said, did you
Chrissy's
guys notice
coming.
that tape didn't come out until King Kong came out with the diss song to the feds? Ooh. Look at y'all with all the tea. Look at y'all with all the tea. Miss Judy says, "Raw baby." Raw baby says, "Judy, yes, I know, and that's unfortunate because they should also care about her well-being and their own to not entertain it. Just my opinion, though. Hey, we all have the right to our own opinion. We ain't shutting nobody down for their opinion because it's yours. I wouldn't want nobody to
Right.
shut mine
Yeah.
down, so I definitely wouldn't do that to nobody else." I missed a comment somewhere. I saw something. Was it Lupac about the curse of the bad boys?
Probably saw Lupac or Miss Judy.
I thought I saw something about the curse of the bad boys.
Let me see.
Maybe not, but Freddie P talked about that too. And he also talked about how if you did not do what Diddy asked you to do or how you did it, he would take things away from you. Freddie P spoke on that scene in the Bad Boys 2 movie, that they used someone else's song for a track that he wrote for it because they didn't want him to get any credits for it whatsoever.
Hmm. Are you
And
talking
that
about
was one of the same
which
things
bad
that
boys?
Bad Boys 2. The scene when they were shooting in the house, and I can't remember what it was, the part he said about. Anyway, it was the Jamaican scene or whatever. And I've heard your girl Jag spoke on that, like how they would take things away from you, not give you credit for what you did. And that was part of the reason why him and Mary J had parted ways, if you remember, when she said that he was taking too much credit for the work that she was putting in. Do y'all remember that? Because they went some years without speaking.
Yeah.
Some years. So, but I really feel like Mary should start speaking up and stop with the cryptic messages. Let her yeses be yeses and her no's be no's, and not lead the people on. Because it's being
Mm-hmm.
said that there is they are working on a RICO case. And boy,
Mm.
boy, 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 boy. And
Woo.
like she said that she found it strange that that video didn't come out until he did the diss track about the feds. I just also
Mm-hmm.
find it suspicious that Keefy D is in custody and dropping some stuff, you
Mm.
know, and there's a lot more people to talk. There's a lot more
Yeah.
people. It's sad, but it's true. I'm gonna go back to the last part of this commentary. I think I'm going back to it anyway. Hold on. Let me mute. Sometimes
I'm gonna mute you. One
well,
thing for sure, what we do in the dark gonna always come to light.
There's been talk for a while now that Mary J. Blige endured the same treatment Cassie did while she was with Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy beat her up and forced her to use a strap-on to please him. Reports claim Mary didn't want to do it and would break down in tears afterwards. There were also rumors that Diddy got her pregnant but forced her to get rid of it because he didn't want to have a baby with her. This incident traumatized her so badly that she decided never to have children of her own. She hinted at this in an interview where she said, "I have nieces and nephews forever, and I'm always watching how people are scrambling for babysitters. I don't want to go through that. I like my freedom to go and move and do what I want to do. I don't want to have to tend to someone all the time. Right now, that's where I'm at. But I don't think having kids is going to happen." But wait, that's still not the entire story. I mean, she has continued to be friends with Diddy even after he did all that. So why exactly is she switching up on him now? I mean, apart from the fact that she is getting dragged for filth by fans for aiding and abetting Diddy's bad behavior, but that's not all, because it turns out that Mary also had a couple of skeletons in her closet. For those who don't know, Mary J. Blige had an intimate relationship with singer Danny Boy when he was 16 and she was 24. Danny exposed the affair in an interview last year, saying that the first time they got intimate was in 1995 after the Source Awards. He claimed that he and Mary J. Blige were invited to a party along with other people like Diddy's baby mama, Misa Hilton. He claimed that he hung out with the group and had a couple of drinks before going back to his room. But then someone called him back claiming that there was a woman who wanted to see and meet him. When he got to the room where he was asked to go, Mary and Misa were the only ones in the room.
We was talking. I think I left out, and Suge called me back up to the room. He said, come back upstairs, man. Old girl want to see you." Fuck is old girl? Mary sitting on the couch. So I know the girl that he in the bed with don't want me either. So I went in, he closed the door. I sit down and I start talking to Mary. And the inside, I'm about to lose it because I'm actually sitting here talking to Mary. She's sitting on the couch and we ordered some food and some more drinks.
He went on to claim that Mary got very touchy with him and was actively flirting with him. He also claimed that she put her head in his lap, touched him, and that things got very, very intense.
Hey, I'm 15, 16 years old. And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end, and she lay down on the couch and put her head in my lap. I'm like, damn. He can't be talking about Mary. Was talking about she wanted me to come back up here, and now she on my lap. And I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, what is this gonna end up to? And she stayed a couple more hours. And we decided to go in the other room because it was a suite. We went in another room and lay down. And she lay down with me and she kind of like backed up against me. And every time she backed up against me, I would move away and shit, you know?
They eventually did the deed, and it wasn't a one-time thing either. According to him, they continued doing the nasty, and it turned into a full-blown affair, with Mary flying him out to New York often so that they can get their freak on. He claims that she led him on and tricked him into thinking that they were in a committed relationship, but he soon found out that she also had a thing going on with Tupac at the time.
From that time, I had an opportunity to go out to New York and visit her a couple more times. Well, you know, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old, and she flying me in to see her. And you know what it is when a girl back up on you, you young. I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me.
Even though it was consensual, Danny was still a minor, so this puts it right in the category of statutory SA, which is similar to some of the charges laid against Diddy by Lil Rod in his lawsuit. We found this out after we went over and beyond to distance ourselves from Diddy, but like I said, fans are not buying this. Fans are dragging her by her baby hairs, pointing out how she was perfectly content to keep her mouth shut about Diddy, even going as far as to call him her ride or die. Fans believe that she helped Diddy hide his crimes and she is not as innocent as she claims to be. Fans left comments saying, just as bad. If you're complicit, you accept it. It's been a million years she was riding for him. Don't switch up now that the block is hot. Don't want to say this, but Mary J. Blige know more than what she said. All those around or associated with Diddy should all go and serve time. And she knew exactly what he was doing. Now she's trying to play victim. Girl, bye. I'm not buying it. Girl, this is a hot stinking mess. But y'all drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.
All right, guys. Y'all heard it with y'all 2 ears, because I heard it with my 2 ears. So that means there was a whole bunch of ears in here. It's 33 people in the chat. So, 34. That means 68 other people heard what I heard. No, 68 other ears heard what I heard. Yeah. The lewd sex acts. Well, I don't know if you would call them lewd, but just his preference. To have a woman strapping up to handle business with him. Like, Diddy. Really, dude. Really.
It's obvious he hates women.
Well, you smacking your mama around. You can't be too fond of us.
Right.
Can't be too fond of us. Sis, you want to do this next round of comments?
Okay. Well, Amber's back. You dot it off.
I put it the next one that where we left
Start
off.
it off, as my mama would say. Okay. I gotta go up a little bit. All right. MJ says, Ro baby, her family can see it, kids can see it, friends and all. We all know people are going to speak on it every time they see it. Yep. How many kids does she have? Do you know, MJ? Ro baby says, Judy, yes. I know, and that's unfortunate because they should also care about her well-being and their own to not entertain it. Just my opinion, though. I agree. Angie Williams, hello, darling. Sexy baby. I didn't get to shout you out earlier. Hi, I saw you. She says, please hit that like. Yes, y'all. Hit the like for us. Rose says she didn't mean it like that. Rose says, remember, it was trending years ago on how Jermaine Dupri had those crisscross brothers all messed up from similar things as Justin Bieber, right? Yep, I remember that. Matter of fact, Jaguar brought that up too. And then we were talking about the strap on. Mary broke down, baby. I don't blame her. I break down too. Shoot. Chatty said Cassie and Diddy both signed NDAs in which they can't mention each other after her settlement. So I wonder why hasn't the Fed subpoenaed her? Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, Pooh. Okay. Let's see. Chatty and Roll going back and forth. Just kidding, y'all. Robin Lott says Mary J. Blige got around, didn't she? 16-year-old or 16, and she was 24. Predator. She's a predator too.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yep.
Did he say what state they were in? Because she was flying them back and forth from New York, but where was he flying her to or from?
Does anybody know? I'm not sure. And see, I didn't even know about him until you told me about him, sissy.
Oh, really?
I never pegged Mary J to be that way. I just didn't. I didn't. I even went to see her live in concert before. Woo.
Yeah.
Real Baby said, did he like that backdoor action?
Mm.
Cassie has 2 younger daughters. Oh, wow. Okay. She has girls. Thank you, MJ. Supposedly she's married and hopefully, she's opened up some DV shelters for some women, like hopefully she's done some good with everything she's been through. I think even if Diddy was to donate all his money to survivors of DV, like I still like it would take
Picture
God
that.
to literally
Picture that. Picture
Mm.
P. No Diddy donating all his money.
We
Can
know
you
it ain't
picture
gonna happen.
that? Girl.
I cannot. I cannot.
It's not going to happen, baby. Not. A
Hey,
judge would have
Cancer.
to order that. A judge would
Right.
definitely have to order that because he ain't going to give up nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely
Willingly.
not. No, and he gonna
Yep.
put 11 million appeals behind that. He ain't doing that. And once you've had a taste of that kind of money, you don't want to go back. You don't want to go back. And I was listening to in the video where she was saying that when Mary J. Blige had to use the strap on, she was crying in regret of having to do it. But it's also alleged that she's bisexual. And that's the whole thing with her breakup in her marriage. Because the guy that, well, her husband, the woman that he went off with was her alleged mistress. That her husband moved on with her lover. Like they had a triangle, a love triangle, and they booted her out the picture and moved on. So, and they said it's a lot into her divorce that she doesn't speak on, but would make us look at her like, oh God, why did he do that to her? He didn't work, she earned that herself.
Yeah, I was upset about that.
Why would he have to pay her $30,000? Why would she pay him $30,000 a month? But guys, we have to make it make sense. Like now, in hindsight, when you go back and you hear those things, it has to be a lot more that we don't know and can't phantom, for him just to be receiving $30,000 a month for no reason, probably not logical. It's just things that they're not going to speak on. So, yeah.
And these are things that I'm learning to do too, sissy. Like for real, I'm learning to look at stuff on social media, things that I come across, like just like you just mentioned. We have to think of it logically. Why would she be paying him $30,000 a month? Like, make that make sense. But it's on the things that we don't know.
The things we don't know. Because look, she's powerful in the industry. I'm sure she has the best lawyers that money could have bought her, and she still had to
Yep.
do that. That's definitely something to
Mm-hmm.
consider. Definitely something to
Right.
consider. Like, knowing what I know now, it definitely makes me say, ain't no telling why that man was getting paid that money. Ain't no telling what she did or what he found, or you just don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you see, they didn't have a cutoff point. Like, morals were limitless. They just did what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it. And I don't like that she's playing the innocent role, like she's just burning her bridges and she don't want to speak on it when you were very much complicit in those things that you've done. And even if you're not living your life in that manner now, you still have to have accountability for the wrong you've done previously. You know,
Boom. Yep.
you still have to. Chatty says, absolutely, Pooh. That was in the settlement. Neither can't say. You said in my Dave Chappelle voice, hey, 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 you trying to fool the culture. Not my Tupac,
Hmm.
Roe Baby said, yep, your Tupac, honey, that was her man. Her man, her man, her man. That was her man. Everybody fighting over
Mm.
Tupac, and he was married the whole time. And nobody knew. Nobody knew the man dead and gone now. You hear the stories about it.
It's crazy.
Judy says, "Well, yeah, she was." Miss Judy says, "Sounds like he is more of a hurt man and not forced to do anything like the other victims." Amber says, "Ro baby, I remember hearing about Chris Cross." Hi, Lutz. How are you, sweetheart? Ro baby says, "Amber girl, yes, I was shocked and appalled." Rose says, "Did he like that backdoor action?" Oh, you read that. Oh, so I'm off in the comments. Oh, look at Chatty comment.
Yeah, Clive Davis had them
Miss
all.
Robin said, first, Miss Robin said there's too many characters in this story. That's why they're saying it's going to be a RICO case because it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, and they letting on God's green earth gonna make me believe that their names are not in that Epstein book. This is nothing on God's green earth gonna make me believe it.
Right.
Absolutely. Uh-uh. Nope. You see, old boy done took off and went to Bali. He's like, catch
Who?
me in
Oh, you
traffic.
talking about
Yeah.
what's
Simmons.
Russ?
Chrissy said this was my first time hearing about Mary.
I'm
Wow.
waiting to hear about Jay.
About who? Jay-Z? Well,
Jay-Z. Mm-hmm.
according to
She
Jag,
said.
he's the
She
worst.
said. Jaguar. Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't even imagine wrap
She
my
said he's the
head
worst
around
thing.
that. He is
She said,
so
she held her arm up. She said, you
super.
want to know what it feels like to have a box cutter dug in your skin? Yeah.
Well, I know what that feel like. That's crazy though.
Robin said, I meant chapters.
A father.
Welcome in, Miss Cancer 66.
These men got kids. These men got
Right.
kids. Mm, mm.
Miss Judith said, he's too greedy to spend his money on a shelter for DV. Right. Child boo. Yeah, this is my first time hearing anything about Mary J. too. Mm-hmm. And look, guys, for y'all that are just hearing about Mary, this didn't just pop up. This didn't just pop up since this stuff with Diddy. These interviews are 3 and 4 years old. They've been saying it.
Right.
People are just starting to
Mm-hmm.
listen. They've been saying it.
Yeah. Yep.
Miss Judy said, I'm questioning that dude about MJB because he said she basically cheated on him with Tupac. So what part you questioning, Miss Judy? Scorpio Goddess says, this is deep. And also, guys, what I like to pay attention to, that's why I do multiple videos to see if their stories are going to change. So far, Danny Boy has been consistent with his story, whatever platform he goes to, as well as the theatrics done by none other than Miss
Jaguar.
Jaguar, that is also known as Jaguar. Their stories stay consistent. They don't change nothing. They don't change
Yep.
anything. They don't change
Sissy, you
nothing.
got an announcement to make.
I do.
Yeah, look in the chat. Somebody, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna let Sissy call you out. You know, you're supposed to do that shout out.
Scorpio
I
Goddess
want
Latte
everybody to
says this is deep.
know. I was talking about
Oh, Troy's
Troy.
in the chat. Hey,
Yeah.
Troy, y'all, look at me speaking to Troy. How you doing, Troy? Welcome in. Y'all, that's this little thing that me and Troy got. He told me one day, he says, Miss White, you don't be speaking to me. I said, I didn't see you, or whatever the case may be. I said, so from now on, every time I see you, I'm going to say, y'all, look at me speaking to Troy. Hey, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Miss Judy
Hey,
says, I
Jesse.
can't see MJB and Tupac because they would have had her used to that to boost her career. Would they, when she was already dating what's his name? KC. So she was creeping with Tupac. They couldn't put that out there. She was already with KC, the guy from Jodeci. So they had to tiptoe. And apparently she was tiptoeing with a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Miss Porter dropped a lot of things in her book that was never published. But the manuscript went around.
Oh, they did get the manuscript. See, I thought everything was lost.
I don't know how much was lost. I know some of her laptops were lost. But you know how when you write in a book, that's just like how we talk. And I tell you about some of the stuff that's going in my book. Just word of mouth. People, people talk. People know. Miss Judy says MJB was a drunk and sloppy. She wasn't Tupac's type back then. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was just trying to picture them in my head together. Like not Pac. But hey, that don't mean nothing because she was sloppy drunk all the time. Men gonna do what men do.
Ain't that the truth?
Sound went out.
Thank you, Sissy. Miss Judy said, Miss White, sing happy birthday. Girl, you is trying to make us lose every subscriber we got. I can't sing, Miss
Make
Judy.
us sing it. Yeah,
But Amber
we're not going live again until Saturday, so Amber birthday Friday. I'll sing it with you. Amber, you still in the chat? Put a 1. Sissy knows she on mute.
Okay. I'm gonna sing happy birthday. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm gonna sing. On the count of 3. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Y'all did a horrible job.
Can
you read it the right way, please? Thank you. Come on. Hurry up quickly.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Sing.
Happy birthday, dear Amber. Happy birthday to you.
Woo! She said we did that.
was not gonna get me up here crooning, child. Y'all won't gonna talk about me. Well,
Woo!
happy birthday, Amber. Messy
Happy
Amber, that
birthday.
is. Messy Amber. Is Amber,
Good
can I tell
job,
them what
baby.
Amber, can I tell them what Major said, or do I need to keep it quiet? Kristen said, Jaguar said Jay-Z is snitching on Diddy. That's what they say. They say he want to be the
Mm-hmm.
last man standing, baby. He gonna drop everybody out, so
Hmm.
he can be the last man standing. What y'all think about that? Y'all think he want to be the last man standing? You don't know. You never know. Kansas 66 says the truth never changes, and so far Jaguar hasn't switched up at all. Although she's very high strung, I've always believed her. Yeah, I call her overly. She's overly animated. Like, but hey. Angie says Christie's now snitching is the key in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Angie, Jaguar calls it, Los Angeles, the place of lost angels. She says they're lost angels, that nobody really has morals there.
Right.
That's why MJB didn't like Faith, because Tupac screwed Faith. That's what believe. That's what's been said. Y'all see how damn 30 years later everything coming out. So they say what you do in the dark will definitely come to the light. And it took 30 years for all this info to come out, but baby, it's swirling now. It's swirling now, baby. After they done made all the money. After they done made all the money.
Yep.
Miss Judy said,
There's a
oh,
oh, is it me echoing? Testing. It reminds me of a scripture that I keep close when I know people are just full of just darkness, and that is, fret not thyself because of evildoers, for the Lord sees him and he laughs. He knows that their day is coming.
well,
And that's what I think about. Like, these people are so wicked and evil. All these parties that you look on Instagram and you see them, you thinking, oh, they living a life. Oh, they living a life. But in the meantime, somebody is getting essayed or DV, just like their
it's like
spirit.
a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
modern day Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep. And what is
Yep.
R. Kelly talking about? They say he's snitching too. What could he be snitching about?
Girl, he
On
might be
Diddy.
telling on Diddy too, child. Y'all got me in here locked up. Go over there and get Diddy. Let me tell you what he did. Oh yeah, I saw. Let me tell you. Let me put a bug in your ear. Anything to get the heat off of him. Let me
They
tell you
ain't
what
gonna let
Diddy
him
did.
go.
Hmm?
They ain't gonna let him go.
No, they ain't gonna let him go, but he won't spend the rest of his life. Probably is what he's thinking.
Oh, yeah,
Miss Judy said, "I think that was the most special happy birthday in these YouTube streets."
it was.
Oh, Emma. Did Amber answer me if
Not
I
more
could say what?
special than mine, Amber. They sung to me
Oh,
too for my birthday. It made me cry. It was so sweet. Mhm. Listen,
listen,
got me good.
yeah. Cause Miss White, I was gonna go feed my dog while you sing. Honey, I cannot sing. I cannot sing. Now I can carry a tune. I can carry a tune and all of that. And I'm not horrible, but I have 3 children who can blow. Like they blow. They sing at weddings and funerals. They sing for hire. So once you've heard that, I ain't care to do that because I know I can't do what they do. And once somebody has
I
set a
can't
standard,
sing.
you just like, I ain't touching it. And my
Hmm.
girls, Child, they be true.
They be
They
getting
can go.
down.
Yeah, baby.
I can't sing a lick. My kids be laughing at me. I be saying the wrong words and the songs and everything. I just be going with the flow.
I got a little lick now, but I ain't no singer. Nope, nope, nope. That's like how I am with desserts. I can bake cakes and stuff, but it's not my specialty, so I'm not gonna put it on my menu. And my family love it, my neighbors love it, friends, they love them, but it's not there, so I won't fool
I
with
know
it.
what you mean.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Miss Judy says Jesse thinks he is the top dog in the world. I can't stand him and his nasty ego. Absolutely, with his short bus riding self. Michelle says all them bastards need to be where R. Kelly is residing, and they need to use him as a reference, Miss Michelle. They really need to use him as a reference because many years ago
Yep.
he had this big ass trial. He stayed on trial for weeks, baby, and he was found not guilty. Not guilty. But now look, turn around. Almost 30 years later, look. Right back where you started
Yep.
from, homeboy. Right back where you started from. Lux Pearl said Tupac was that dude. Some
He still is.
in the chat. I love the unity in the chat, guys.
Yes.
Christian said the swirling and swinging. Yep, that's what it is. Swirling and swinging, baby.
You're right, Chris.
She's spot on with that one. She said the swirling and swinging. That's what it is, swirling and swinging. Then Miss Judy says, Miss White, you need to do a happy birthday poem in your Maya Angelou voice and style. Oh, that's thoughtful. I might do that. I will put a word in a song real quick, Miss. You be doing that? I got sister to do that. She don't know none of the words, and she sing what she want to say. She be in her own words, her own tune, her own tone, and everything else. And be swearing she right. I
Right.
Now somewhere and get out these people.
Look, I
I
just learned a song today. We was in a car coming from the doctor, and a song was on the radio, and I was saying, I tell all my back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. My daughter said, no, mama. He's saying, rake it up, rake it up. I tell all my hoes, rake it up. The one, yeah.
What was you saying? Rack it up?
It's supposed to be rack it up. I was saying, back it up, back it up.
Oh, back up. That's funny.
Yeah.
Miss Gloria said, Miss White, have you heard anything about Diddy attorney preparing him to be charged for RICO? Absolutely. I have heard that. And they say people like Diddy don't even prepare for jail, because they're not bothered. What concerns them the most is their reputation and what the people are going to say. How many endorsements are they going to lose? What kind of contracts am I going to lose? Am I going to lose my star? Those are the things that they worry about. They don't worry about going to jail. They can't even phantom going to jail. It's not even reachable. They think it's unobtainable for them.
Yeah.
It's not even a concern for them. Ain't that sad? Tell me I'm going to jail, but oh God, jeez, please God. But yeah, they seem to be unbothered about the jail part. They're more or less worried about what they're going to lose. Robert Lott said they came back and got R. Kelly. Sure did. They sure did, baby. When the time was right, they loaded his ass up. And what are they going to do now? Because jail was one time unobtainable for him, and he couldn't vision it. He couldn't picture it, Now look. Yeah.
Got him.
Well, baby says she can carry a tune and hit a few high notes. Well, come up here and sing happy birthday to Am then, girl.
Whoa.
You're going to drop the link so she can come here and bless Amber with her happy birthday song. Hey, Upper, thank you for coming in.
Upper laughed at me. They said, I'll carry my tune.
But yeah, absolutely. They are being prepared for a RICO case. In fact, Miss Gloria, that's why they're saying that Miss Mary is trying to distance herself as far as possible. But see, that's one thing about the feds. When they come, They already got what they need pretty much. They already know what they
Right.
need to know. You can about
Yep.
put your bottom dollar on that. There's not many Fed cases that you see go in shambles. There's
Yep.
not many.
Because they sure don't want to look bad.
Mm-mm. 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 Angie Williams says
I
all
must have
over the place.
chickled down
Pick it
thinking
up.
look, I
Hmm?
tickled them with that one. I said I must have tickled the chat with that one, singing my little song all wrong. I mean, I bet this song is old. Damn it, back it up, back it up. Hey, back it up, back it up. My daughter's like, no, no, mama, just stop, just stop. That is not what they're saying.
You're supposed to say, I know, I'm just saying what I want to say.
I would,
Well,
but
baby,
I do it all the time. I messed up.
we dropped the
I
link if
mess
you
up.
want to come sing happy birthday to the Ams, to the
Yeah,
Am.
girl.
Yeah, come sing to Ams. But yeah, that is definitely moving around in the streets that they are preparing for a RICO case. And that's one thing I can say about the feds. By the time they come, they already pretty much know what they need to know. They just want to see what you're going to say. You know?
Yep. See,
They
you're
want
gonna
to see
put the
what you're
foot in
going to say.
your
You're
mouth.
going to lie. And based off what you lie or tell the truth about, that's probably how many counts they decide they're going to put on you based off what your reaction is.
Facts.
Ain't that sad though?
Yep.
They don't, when you got
It
money,
is.
we don't get treated the same.
Hmm.
No, we don't. Do y'all know who Storm Monroe is? Storm Monroe, he covers a lot of Jag news. He covers a lot of Jag news. And I have a small clip here I'm going to play just to show y'all the consistency between the different interviews with the same things being said for the most part. Let's take it. Let me pull it down now.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
You said about Mary that she was looking snatched.
Yeah. Everybody know that.
Who snatched did she lick?
Ask Kendu new girlfriend. That's Mary's ex-girlfriend. Everybody said so. They left her. He didn't leave Mary. They left her. People need to ask why. How you lose your girlfriend to your husband? And now you're paying him $30,000 a month to be free of your ass.
Wow. So Mary was lick you from your head to your toes. Mary?
Like I said, she ain't been right since KC.
What's the 411?
And she was in love with another rapper that didn't love her back. He got respect for her, but he married somebody else.
Who's that rapper?
I'm gonna let your imagination run wild on that.
Jeez.
But what I can tell you about that particular rapper is there's nothing that she wouldn't do to get his attention. Nothing.
Have we seen her with that rapper?
Of course you have. On several occasions.
Is it Nas?
No.
It ain't Drake, is it?
No.
Method Man?
No.
Lil Wayne?
Stop there. Say less. Me and you need to have a private talk. But I will say it's part of the reason why she hate me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She don't like anybody that he show favor to over her. Except for his wife. Okay. And she can hate her the most.
Wow.
Because that woman is everything she wish she could be. But you know, when you got people paying you to play a part.
Then you
gotta
play
play
it.
that part. People keep forgetting Mary J. Blige, less than average singer. She was Father MC's background singer. Puffy saw pliable material and he made it happen. She was always out of her league when it came to music. Always. Still is.
Oh shit! You said she still is.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you this way. Songs that I sang at the beginning of my career, I can kill them in my sleep now.
Wow.
When you're a real vocalist and you really train and take care of your instrument and you know what you're doing with it, it gets better. Matter of fact, the female voice becomes at its strongest and its best after 40. So if you're still struggling in the same place from the same songs, from the 411, and you haven't learned breath control, and you haven't learned how to do that, and you pushing 50,
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
You ain't learned much. Or if you did learn something, you didn't retain it. Because all of this is a muscle. You have to exercise it. And you know how it is. Like if you get buff and you fall off, all you have to do is work until you get to that muscle memory and everything else happens.
Yeah,
so
it comes back.
So where's the muscle memory in her voice?
I mean, that means it wasn't there in the first place.
Exactly. But Puff knew that. Puff knew that, and he knew how desperate she was to get out of Yonkers projects and never go back.
Can you blame her though?
No, I can't blame her, but you know what? There's other ways of getting out of the projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if this is something that you're going to do and you want to, she's not the queen of anything. She was never the queen. Puff made her that. He gave her that. Who was singing R&B hip hop then? Nobody. She was like the first hip hop R&B female artist. That doesn't make her the queen, just makes her the first.
Wait a minute. They said Mary has like 12 Grammys though.
And you don't think they bought and paid for?
But
so
we
if
know
y'all if Clyde is paying NARIS members to vote for the people that he wants, and Puff is his student, what makes you think he don't do the same? Monkey see, monkey do. Who cares about 15 fucking Grammys? It doesn't fucking matter. What the fuck does 15 Grammys matter when you fucking still can't sing? What the fuck did they give you the Grammy for? It wasn't your performance. What did they give you the Grammy for? A Grammy is supposed to be a fucking it's supposed to be a monument to excellence. She ain't excellent. She's an excellent pop star though. She says exactly what she's told. She goes exactly where she's supposed to. She does exactly what she's. See, there's a difference between an artist and a recording artist.
Tell us.
A recording artist will do anything to sell a record.
They said Mary has good storytelling. They said Mary has good storytelling.
Her writers have good storytelling. That bitch don't write that shit. She can barely fucking read. She didn't get a GED until she was 36 years old. This is how brilliant, though. See, and this is the problem that I had. They're sitting there worshiping this woman who, for real, if they knew her in real life, they wouldn't invite her over. She's a fucking bitch. She's ignorant as shit. She throws temper tantrums still. She's damn near 50 years old. If she don't get her way, she lose her fucking mind. Y'all don't see that shit. Wanna know why? Because you only see it for the meet and greet. Where she has been media trained on how to act in front of you. But behind the scenes, she a whole fucking part 8. The way she treated Keisha Cole was fucking deplorable.
What'd she do to Keisha Cole?
She's fucking shitting on Keisha Cole, telling motherfuckers not to promote her shit just like she did with me. Like, I'm not the only artist she's done this with. She does this with every female artist except for one. The only artist I've ever heard her consistently have good things to say about in the past 25 years is Beyonce.
Oh, well, nobody's going to go against the queen.
Nobody's going to go against the king.
Read between the lines, people. Read between the lines.
Ladies, treat your yawning. All natural herbs for a fresher, tighter, cleaner, healthier yawning. This is
biryani bowl. Here are the herbs. These are natural herbs.
Look, Jag don't have no filter. Whatever come to her mind, that's what she gonna say. But I think personally, my thoughts on Mary as far as her career and her vocals is she was from Yonkers. She came at a time where we could relate and we can relate to the music she was singing. And I think we just her personality
Yep.
is what we grab hold to.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinion.
Yep.
That's just mine. Now y'all might think different, but everybody loves Mary. Like everybody hates Chris, everybody loves Mary. And what do y'all think about what she said about Mary doesn't get along with anybody who can outperform her, with the exception of Miss Carter? I'm gonna go to these comments. We were talking about Storm in the comments too while that was playing, y'all. For those who don't know, Storm came from Tasha K, and Lux Pearl was pointing that out, as well as I think Upper. And I was just saying that, yeah, and they sealed the deal with their friendship for their distaste for Miss Tasha K. Well, baby said I wasn't volunteering to sing, Miss White. She put that out there, huh? Okay. Cree is speaking to everyone. Thank you for coming in, Cree. She says that she allegedly looks. Who said that? That she allegedly did him wrong. Are you referring to the husband? They said the husband, that Mary J. Blige's husband, ran off with her mistress. The lady that she was having sex with is who her husband is now with. Allegedly. Allegedly, guys. I cannot confirm or deny. Miss Judith says, I beg to differ. My voice for worse in my 40s. Prior, I had them serious vocals, used to be able to hit the whistle note. Okay, Mariah. I was asking you in the chat, did you continue to use
Right.
it? Because they said if you don't use it, you will lose it. But I also saw your comment where you said your vocals got damaged. So that could be part of the reason. Because one thing I do know, Miss Jaguar to be is a supreme vocalist. Like that lady. Good God Almighty. Mm-hmm. Chris says, man, Miss Judy, I wish God would have gave me a single voice and dimples. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. She says, but my neck fusion destroyed my cords. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that too, Miss Judy. Mary is a horrible vocalist, but she has hits. That's why she has Grammys. Have y'all ever heard the story of Whitney Houston when she was saying that she could not sing, and she was running through the house one day with a clothes hanger, and she fell on it, and then after that she could sing? Y'all ever heard her tell that story? Leland says Mary's a horrible vocalist, but she has hits. That's why she has Grammys. Absolutely. Lux Pearl says, I somewhat agree. Miss Judy says, Cree, I had a meeting with Babyface when I was in high school, but I had nobody to take me to Chicago. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Judy. Leland says, we listen to Mary for the lyrics and the emotions she makes us feel through her music, not the voice. Spicy Brown says, oh, wow. Is that why her ex-husband spent all the money? Well, damn, Jaguar, Angie said. Lachelle said, Leland, I don't think Beyonce can sing either. She's a great entertainer, though. I think Beyonce can sing. And Chris says, wow, Miss Judy. Christy Smith says, this makes me think how young Miami was getting awards over the Breakfast Club. I'm just saying. Right. Miss Julie says, Creed, I've done solo songs and songs with the church choir on a few gospel radio stations. Christy, Chris me said. Gloria Dent says both Young Miami and Meek Mills have unfollowed Diddy on social media. I saw that. I saw that as well. And listen, everybody has a different reason why they like Mary and why they thought she was cool. Some liked her style, her fashion. Some liked the lyrics that she portrayed. You know, for whatever reason. But what we don't want to hear her sing now. We want to hear what she has to say. That's what I want to hear. I don't care about her singing. I just want to hear what she got to say. Oh, Sissy, drop down. Where you at, lady? Real baby says she definitely has no filter. Candid, baby. What you see is what you get when it comes to her. Michelle says that I think Beyonce can definitely sing, but she has her limitations. Absolutely. She does. Think about it, Craig. Real baby says facts, Miss White, but I'm not sure in what she's referring to. Trying to not get too far behind. Gloria Dance. Angie says, Gloria Dance, I seen that too. He unfollowed Diddy too. Yep. Don't go following now. Keep that follow. Don't go running off now. No. Because you knew. I could see if you didn't know that you weren't partaking and you weren't that close to him and you didn't know and you now want to unfollow and disassociate yourself. But baby, you've been knowing the whole time. So what are the unfollows in these old cryptic Instagram posters for now? Like why? Come on. No. I think that's foul. MJB and Keith Sweat aren't the greatest, but their music touches your emotions. Yep. They have the stage presence that somehow draws us in. They not so much the singing, it's just the stage presence. Angie says facts. Miss Judy facts. Miss Judy says a local black history teacher, music teacher, was known in the industry. She called Babyface, and so did Carl Cole. I used to sing under him in church. Oh wow, Miss Judy, you got them vocals, huh? Oh girl, okay. Y'all know my 2 cents can sing too. She be doing some music on her channel from time to time. Cheryl Wagner says, Miss Judy, might be a blessing you didn't get into singing. You didn't get swallowed up. Yep, Miss Judy, you might have just got saved, girl. You might have just got saved. Gloria says that Angie, just like what Miss White said, they are distancing themselves. And I think it is because of the alleged charge. I think I'm kind of torn about why they're disassociating. Well, I get why. But again, like you guys have participated in a lot of stuff, and now you want to back up. You knew all the same stuff about Diddy the day before that video came out. You knew it, and you knew all this stuff about Diddy the day before Miss Ventura filed those charges and did that lawsuit. The very day before that, you knew the same thing. But you still chose to follow him and be a part of whatever his situation is. But now that it's out public, you want to unfollow him and put up these Instagram cryptic messages like, oh no, I want no part of that. Yeah. I ain't with it. I'm not. Miss Judy says, Cheryl, with my temper I had when I was younger, I wasn't worried about the industry. Yeah.
So they can try it if they want to.
Yeah, my daughter has a horrible temper, and honey, she ain't thinking about singing no more. She on the other things. Right, Miss Robin. It's a bit too late to unfollow. That's my point. My sentiments. Like you knew all of that the day before it came out public, and you were fooling with them.
Yep. Yep.
Miss Judy says, sure, I was military trained. Also, back as a teen, I went in at 17 to the military. Oh, wow, Miss Judy, I didn't know that. I knew you were in the military, but I didn't know you went in at 17. Cheryl says, Angie, I've tried to look for the positive in everything. Ron Baby says, right, Miss White, Mary needs to come to the front of the class. She does. She does. Angie says, gotcha, Cheryl. Cheryl says, Miss Judy, that's awesome. My son went to the Air Force right out of high school. And I'm signing my daughter papers. I'm signing. She graduates next week. She won't be 18 to the summer. But I'm signing. What have I got to sign? Yeah. Let's says, I think the unfollowing is just a performance for the illusion of the disassociation. Girl, you better say that again.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep.
Miss Judy says, Cheryl, they took us for basic training between junior and senior year. Then after you graduate, you went in for AIT. But I still had to go for my weekends. That's how they used to do it too. Yep. And Chris speaking. Miss Judy says, yep, the mother of the dude I was dating convinced me to go into her branch of the military due to the situations at home. And you made a career for yourself, Miss Judy. Congratulations. That's not everybody's story. That's not everybody's story. But I'm so glad to hear that you made good decisions for yourself. And yes, as Miss Cheryl said, thank you for your service. Sus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah.
MJ a badass. For real.
Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes we just want to overlook things that are right in front of our face. Like, it's right there. And we just choose to be like, see no evil, hear no evil. I didn't see anything. I didn't look. I won't people, and it's
Right.
right there.
Yep.
It's right there. But I'll say it again, like I said yesterday. Diddy had the enablers who allowed him to do a lot of the things that he did, and it's many times if we've heard things, we still continue to support, and it's how these things are made possible for him.
Yeah.
We all have to own our part. We all have to own our part. I wonder what the Ciroc is doing right now. I wonder what the shares are doing right now. I haven't even checked. And typically, I've been jumped in to try to find out what they're
Right.
doing, but I haven't checked because I've been in my garden for the past couple of days. But I'm going to find out what the shares are doing. Like, what is his numbers looking like?
I wouldn't be surprised if they looking better, like seriously, because I'm just disgusted with all the people that's still supporting them. So at
You
this
see
point,
how
I
Trump
expect
goes. You see how Trump went to trial and can raise 30% more money than he was raising off trial than on trial.
that part. Yep.
Miss Judy said, man, do you know how beautiful it was being 17 and in uniform and being able to speed through town and the local police would just salute you?
Mm.
Yeah. Thank you, Cheryl. A vet of Desert Storm. Yep, I was a military wife, Miss Judy. My husband was a functional alcoholic, and I should do all his paperwork and all of that, honey. And I always say I was in the military. I wasn't in the military, but I should always say I was in the military because I did all his stuff. I did all his stuff. Yep. And I was still his wife when he got that DD 214, baby. And I had my 10 years in. So you know the rest, Miss Judy. We grandfathered in under the old law before 2000. So yeah, I kept my benefits. Absolutely, love. I did. Yep. Then I grew up with military family members. My dad wasn't in the military now, but I had two uncles. I had one uncle. He worked directly under Colin Powell in the Pentagon, full bird colonel. Yep.
That's my guy.
Yeah. Well, guys, we've done our 2 hours.
Thank you all.
This story will just keep on giving, and keep on giving. But we are definitely going to keep our eyes peeled for any new information coming out. Any what they call it, breaking news, more lawsuits, and things of that nature. And Miss Cheryl said, my husband died in the Navy at the age of 36, so I know all about it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm beneficial. I am beneficial. But yeah, I think I don't know, guys. I don't know if we'll touch on this Saturday, because it just depends on what else we find out uh, throughout the week with these new lawsuits coming up and everything. But I guess we can post on the community wall in the next day or two and see kind of where we're going. Yes, definitely, Miss Cheryl. Prayers. Hmm.
Y'all make sure you hit the like button. And if you like to support Sissy or me, our Cash App link is in the chat somewhere.
She says, I'm glad y'all are doing the updates. These 60-hour weeks won't let me be great on keeping up with the story. Yeah. And it's just so much dropping. She says, I'm not the only one who didn't listen to Mary J. or Beyonce. I'm definitely not a Beyonce fan. Now, Beyonce can sing, but I'm not a big Beyonce fan. I'm one of the few people I'm not. But I will say I love Mary J. I mean I'm having to pull apart. Like I'm slowly pulling myself apart. Um,
Yep.
because her music is legendary. I mean, can't be denied. But
That's
I've
right.
always liked Mary J. The persona she had, her demeanor, her stage presence, all of those things I loved about her, and I could relate to her music.
Right.
Beyonce, on the other hand, I've never been a big Beyonce fan, but I do
I'll
say she
cry
can
to
sing.
Mary J music. Never cried to Beyonce's music, but I definitely cried to MJ. It's for Mary J's music. Helped
Hmm.
me through some times that I needed some healing and release some tears.
Yeah, yeah. And did you see what Jaguar was like? If you listen to everything she make, it's her trying to convince herself that she's a better person and she happy. I said, Dad, Jag won't get that girl no slack.
Yep.
Like she will not let
Ain't
up.
biting her
And then
tongue
she
at
says,
all.
she said, people ask me why I'm coming for Mary. They don't ask what Mary did to me. So that's how they got into that story about the unplugged and where she outshined Mary and Mary felt away. Like I'm the headliner.
Yeah.
I dare this woman come up here and outdo me.
Woo.
So that's why
She
I
bold.
played for y'all her vocals so that you hear like this woman. She can blow, but she says she comes from a singing family. She tells the stories of her grandfather, how he was not supposed to be married to her grandmother, and he hated them all because he was supposed to run off and marry Lena Horne. It's just
Mm-hmm.
hilarious to me, but she's so
Yeah. She
boisterous.
tell it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she came from a singing family. She said so. Yep, yep,
Girl,
yep, yep.
I didn't hit this no more, honey, because woo, baby, that look this is how much I drank out of here. And like if I'd have drank any more, I'd have been like, this on live. Sissy been like, wake up, girl.
You
I
silly.
ain't gonna mess with
You
that.
so silly.
Not unless I want to go to sleep. Shoot.
I'm gonna have me
But
some wine on here one day. Thank y'all so
yes,
much. They said it's a great live. We appreciate it. That's because you guys came.
you.
That's what made the live great. You guys came, you showed up, and you
That's right.
participate, and that's what made great lives. Like
Yep.
if you just come in a live and you sit and you don't participate, you don't comment, and you don't say anything, then we have boring lives. But when you guys come in and you participate and you talk, and that makes us feel better, and then we talk more, and it makes you feel better. So it's all
Yep.
every joint supplier. It's all of us partaking in the lives together is what make them great.
That's
So
right.
thank you
Yes.
all so much. Yep, yep,
And
yep.
we love you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with that being said, we're gonna end on tonight as usual. I want you guys to stay safe in and out of YouTube. Continue to keep God first. Kiss on your loved ones. Make sure you tell them that you love them while you're kissing them. Remember, you can only take one day at a time, and nothing's ever promised. All right. Remember that God loves each and every one of us, and even if you don't love me, I love you. All right. All right,
And there's
guys. We're
nothing
gonna
you can
end the
do about
live, and we will. I know, and we will see you all on this coming Saturday at what time? 2 p.m.
it.
Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys.
Yes.
We love you all.